Well, 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 here we are. It's time for the 10-minute bookworm themed workout. This is for everybody who loves to read and or write books. It's going to be full of little puns, basically. But it's going to be very fun. I had a lot of fun making this series. So the first move that you will be doing is a pacing run or jog. So you start out with just slow or moderate jogging, and then you speed up, and it's about 4 counts of each. And it'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And just like that, yes. So this is just a reference to how a good story's pacing is never quite the same throughout. A lot of it does need to be a fast enough pace to keep a reader engaged, but you still want to make sure that the speed of the story varies to give the reader a chance to absorb things that have happened, to get to know the characters and not just the plot, and give them a false sense of security before the next terrible thing happens. You know, strategies like that. Next, we're doing deadlifts to hops as a pun for rising and falling action. So you'll just do a basic deadlift. You'll see me lifting up my legs and switching between them, and then as you come up, you hop. Try not to let your leg hit the floor, just as an additional challenge. If you struggle with that for any reason, don't worry too much about it. Again, this is just supposed to be symbolizing the rising and falling action of a story. You're going up and down as best as you can, keeping your balance. As I have said before, balance is not my forte, but I keep going. Sometimes in life you just keep going, even when you struggle. Perfect. Okay, next will be plot and pinch point plyos. And if you're not sure, a plot point is basically, first let me explain the move to you. Basically, you'll be doing scissor lunges back and forth, like so. Just like that. So a plot point, is of course a part in the story that pushes the story forward, or something that changes things significantly. And a pinch point is a really stressful or major instance where the stakes are raised, or you're reminded exactly how high they actually are, how formidable the protagonist is, or the antagonist is, things like that. And often you will see them graphed, plot points at the top and pinch points at the bottom, and it looks like a wavy graph. So we're just your feet were acting as the plot and pinch points as you created a graph on the floor. All right, panther squats. So you'll be going down into a low squat and then coming up quickly. And if you want to act like me, then you're pulling up your pants. Haha. So if you are a reader but not really a writer, you might not have heard of the term pantser. A pantser basically refers to a writer who makes up the plot as they go along. And you might think, isn't that pretty much every writer? Well, there are also lots of writers who will create solid outlines, sometimes highly developed outlines. And yes, every writer to some degree may adjust or deviate from their outline as the story almost always unravels a little differently than expected. But a pantser is all about just improving the whole thing. All right, next, flash forward leaps and flashback shuffles. So you'll just be jumping forward and then shuffling back. Flash forwards and flashbacks are pretty popular literary devices. Flash forwards showing you something that's going to happen in the future that informs what's happening or will happen in the main story, and of course flashbacks give context to what's happening in the present by showing something that happened in the past. If you want to try, get on your legs a little bit lower than I am here. But we are flashing forward and then back. And done. All right. Next up is the plot twist section. Everybody loves a good plot twist in a good story. That element of surprise that grabs you. So first you will lunge forward, and as you do so, twist toward the lunging leg. Just like that. First we're doing just one side. You don't have to put your arms up like that. I just find that comes naturally to me as I twist. Remember to keep your knee perpendicular to the floor. And try not to let your back knee touch the floor either. That way you are maintaining tension in that leg and you are working both of them. Also, you're less likely to bump your knee uncomfortably. All right, more lunges with plot twists. This time on the other side. And get ready and go. You might say this is kind of similar to what an actual plot twist in a book or story feels like. You know, it may surprise you with how I don't know, some plot twists are hard to take. You don't want to accept them sometimes. Like, no, I loved that character, or no, I thought that was impossible. Or even, no, this ruins the whole story. Okay. Next we will be doing plot twists. So basically, you'll be hopping and twisting your body back and forth as close to a full turn as you can get on each side, just like this. And again, you don't have to have your arms up like that. It's just how I do it. If you have any trouble with hopping, just step side to side as quickly as you can. Or just twist your upper body. You can do that too. But then in that case, I'd encourage you to try to squat down on your legs just to get a little extra burn. Okay, plot twist knee-ups and kicks. This is fun. Well, I mean, in my opinion, everything is fun about the workouts that I make. That's why I make them. But I like kicking. It's one of my favorite things. So, your elbow will go to your opposite knee, and then your hand to the opposite foot as you kick up, and we're just doing one side. Just like how some plot twists might be a bit of a reach, you are reaching toward that opposite foot. And it's okay if you can't reach your foot, of course. You don't even have to kick if that is uncomfortable for you and not in a I'm working my muscles kind of way. If it's uncomfortable in a I'm gonna pull a muscle or hurt myself way, just raise your knee. Okay, and now we're doing the other side. And off we go! So, thinking about this section, tell me what your favorite plot twist has been, or your least favorite plot twist in a book that you have read. I'll have to think of what my favorite is. I often have trouble choosing favorites of anything. We are almost there. You are almost there. Plot twist now is that you're done! I'm like, alright, that's not really a plot twist. I was expecting it. I knew when I clicked on this video it was only going to be a 10-minute workout. But maybe you didn't notice that the time was passing so quickly. So, because you were having so much fun. So maybe it still feels like a plot twist. Okay. Not only is this one of my favorite stretches, but it involves twisting as well. So it seemed appropriate to have it in this workout. Since you can see it, you might not need me to explain it to you, but of course, we're just bringing one leg forward, keeping the other leg low, and then twisting toward the leg that is supporting you. One of the reasons why I love this stretch is because I don't have the most flexible hips in the world, and it just feels so good there, but I feel like it stretches everything. I also love it when my legs are sore. Okay, this is a cliffhanger stretch. Just get as far down to the floor as you possibly can. I can reach the floor, but it's not as comfortable or easy as it was when I was a teenager, that's for sure. Of course, what is? Stretch. Congratulations. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Thank you.